Hey guys, it's Leesh, and welcome to another episode of Car Confessions. Guys, thumbs up. There we are. If you're watching this on YouTube, you got my thumbs up there. Yeah, how are you all doing? I'm hoping you're doing well. It is, what's today? Today is Wednesday. Is it December 3rd? Yeah, I think it's December 3rd, child. Listen, I feel like time is just flying by. I'm just trying to keep up. That's literally where I am with all this. Yeah, Wednesday, December 3rd. We are all just trying to do the best we can. How about that? Yeah, I am in a state right now that's just like, there's so many things happening. I don't know about you, but like I said, I feel like it's just nonstop, right? Just can't slow it down. And so, because of that, I'm going to actually take a break from the podcast for the rest of the month of December just to get my life together. I'm starting a new job and, just trying to get my head wrapped around that. And so, I feel like the month of December, I need to just take a break. And so it's good, to take a break here and there. Sometimes I forget that I can take a break. And I said to myself the other day, I was like, girl, you need to relax, like you need to chill. And so I was like, yeah, it's time. I need to just regroup and come back fresh in 2026 and be ready for more podcast episodes in the new year. Yeah. But today, car confessions here. I wanted to just hop in, like I said, see how y'all doing and just let you know that I am like over it. Like I'm literally over it. And when I mean I'm over it, I'm tired of all the drama of America. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like at this point, we're all in this dysfunctional family, and we see all the issues, we complain about them. A few people call it out because that's what certain folks they call them, the black sheep in the family, or whoever that's like going to actually call the shit out. They say something here and there, but overall, it's still the same bullshit, right? Same old shit that's happening with the family. Nobody wants to hold the main culprits accountable for their bullshit. We're just going round and round in the wheel of nonsense at this point. And here's the thing with me when it comes to shit like this. I mean, for those who know me well, people joke and say, Alicia, your cutoff game, meaning like how I just cut people out of my life, they're like, it's unmatched. And to that, I say, you're right. I don't allow people to run me over. I don't allow people to wear me out and take all my energy either. I don't condone, what's going on? It's not this double parking. Let me tell you something about New York City. The double parking here is ridiculous. People just double park anywhere. Like, literally, they don't care. And I'm like, where are you? Where's your, like, do you not care about your car? It's beyond me. But anywho, yeah, I don't have time to deal with people that don't enrich my life and vice versa. Like if I feel like I'm not, contributing to something to someone's life, I'll remove myself. And if I feel like you're not contributing to me, I will still remove myself because it's like there's no point in pretending, right? That something's going to change, or not so much that something's going to change, or if someone doesn't see their flaws, you know what I'm saying, and they continue doing whatever, and yeah, I'll just say it that way. I am not a person that's going to continuously go back and forth with people, especially grown people, about their situation and knowing that there could possibly be something better on the other side, and you still, resort to the bullshit. And when that happens, it's like, you know what? That's you. That is all you. And thank you for showing me that. Sometimes it takes me a while to like kind of like grasp that. But once I get it, once my brain is like, girl, we're done. Like, come on. These people are who they are. They have continuously showed us who they are. And because of that, I gotta, make that fierce exit because you don't want to change. Like you don't want to change. And I feel like a lot of people in America don't want to change. And that's sad. It's sad, and at the same time, it is what it is. I would love to see more change, in this country. And listen, will there be destruction? Will there be a breaking down of the systems? Of course, because it's just what it is. Like, we can't control that. This whole system that we live in, it's falling apart. It's actually falling, and we're just now able to wrap our heads around it. But in terms of people really understanding the gravity of this, these folks want to stay in their chicanery. And you know what? Have your way. Have your way. Continue to be racist, continue to be ignorant, continue to want to fight about shit that has nothing to do with empowering you as an individual, making you a better human. Do you, baby boo, at this point? Because, like, what else can be done? You like chaos. You like being in toxic situations. And I don't like that stuff. I don't like toxicity. I don't like dysfunction. Like, people, like I said, people that know me, they know I don't deal with that kind of stuff. And when dysfunction and craziness comes my way, I'll do my best to try to, like, navigate it and see if we can come to some type of conclusion, or a point where we can work it out. But if it's constantly I'm beating my head up against a brick wall, listen, this is precious cargo, my head, and I'm not going to, have a head injury or some type of fatal situation happen to me because you can't get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just come to that point at this point. But for the folks who are on the road to making change, I'm all for it. I'm there with you. And we will make these things happen because change is going to happen. Like, it's going to happen regardless. I just refuse to continue to subscribe to the bullshit that we see in this media, where Trump is doing this and his whole cabinet's doing that, and even the Democrats and their bullshit acting like they're doing shit, and they're just sitting back collecting checks. Meanwhile, the American people are looking crazy as hell. And then some of the American people are condoning this bullshit. And I'm like, what planet are you on? And it's like, I don't even have time to even question that shit anymore. You are who you are. You are doing what you want to do. And so, because your big grown ass is doing what you want to do, I'm going to do what I want to do with my big grown ass. And that is to continue to elevate those who want change, who want to see, humans in a better place and state, not just in America, but on a global scale. Because for those who actually have subscribed to creating change in this world, we know that every situation that is happening on this planet in terms of the demise of humanity, particularly Black and brown people, is all connected. It's not isolated incidents that just happen to be happening in all these different countries. No, boo. All of these things are connected. And that's why, like, when people have been, asking me, oh my gosh, why do you fight so hard for Palestine? Why are you always raising awareness about Congo? Why are you always talking about Sudan and all these other countries where people are being exploited and killed and treated like shit, for Western society to continue to have all of our things? What? No, this is crazy. We don't need another motherfucking thing. I mean, not another damn thing. And I know it's the holiday season, and I know everyone's like, oh my gosh, I got to buy this for my kid, or whoever you're buying shit for. And listen, once again, I'm not arguing with people about this shit anymore. If that's what you want to do, do it. Because you're grown. I mean, it's your money. Live your life. But honestly, we don't need anything. We don't. What else could you possibly need? How many more damn TVs do you need? You know what I'm saying? What else could you possibly have bought on Black Friday, Cyber Monday, or whatever these damn, exploitation tactics that they pull on us in terms of consumerism? What else could you possibly consume that is materialistic at this point in your life? I'm waiting. Because let me tell you something. When you go to these different places, say that you did need a television, or you need it. Listen, you can go buy you something, refurbished or whatever, or you can even ask people. I'm telling you, Facebook Marketplace, there are ways around this. Because here's the thing, when we continue to consume from these big major corporations, it just continues to fuel the system. And it's like, why? Why are we doing this? But once again, I'm not arguing with these people anymore, but whatever. I don't get it. And a lot of people will say too, like, yeah, Leesh, people did go out there on Black Friday. They showed the numbers in terms of, like, oh, purchasing power was at, it was, at a decent percentage. I think it was like higher than last year or something. And listen, that could all be lies for all we know. That this could all be just bullshit tactics to keep people thinking, oh, folks are okay with the status quo, so let's just keep on with the fuckery. I don't believe it's true. One, I don't believe it's true because folks are barely making it. Now, are there people out there buying shit? Of course, because that's just how people operate that are, still stuck in the matrix and all this bullshit, right? But overall, I don't think people are really consuming that much. I think some people probably wish they could, you know. But I think the days of us trying to keep up with the Joneses and have the latest and greatest, I think that shit's coming to a screeching halt, guys. It's like I said, what else could we possibly need? And when I think about even purchasing stuff for myself, for my wife, for my daughter, even family members, like we're always buying shit throughout the year. There's never like when I was growing up, Christmas was the time to get all your big things, right? New shoes, new clothes. My aunt Betty would buy us, all of our undergarments, like new underwear, new socks, new bras. And we looked forward to that stuff because we knew that was the only time we would get those things. Now, you get this shit whenever you want. Right? Because the ability to purchase now is so accessible. It's so accessible in ways that's just like mind blowing. Like think about it. Like I grew up in the 80s. I was born in the 70s, but I grew up in the 80s. And so like thinking about those days when we would like buy shit or we go to the store, like going to the mall was major. Like that was a whole event. Like you wanted to look nice, dress to impress, because you went to the damn mall, right? It was a big treat to go to the mall. And even bigger of a treat is if you had the opportunity to go and eat food at the mall. You go to the food court and have food, and it was a big thing, right? There was no online buying. There wasn't even online. Let's keep it real. There was no online. There was no internet. So there was none of that stuff that we now are so, like we can't live without, even though we can, because we've done it before. Will it be an inconvenience if all this shit falls apart? Well, of course, because we're so used to just like clicking on Amazon and buying this, and 2 or 3 days later, you have everything you want and more, right? And it's like, no, we don't need anything. We just don't. What we need is to see each other as human, realize that this life that we're living right now is precious. Everybody's life is precious, and no one should be exploited. No one should be exploited. No one should feel like their life isn't worth living. No one should feel like all they do is work just to survive in this country. And the majority of people, I wouldn't say the majority, but a lot of people are in that position where they feel like all they do is work, work, work. And then as soon as they get their paycheck, it's gone because there's bills, there's this, there's that. That shouldn't be. That shouldn't be. Myself included. Like I'm not exempt to this, and I make pretty good money for the standards of what we would think is pretty good money, right? And still, I'm just like, where the hell is my check? Like, where did the money go? Right? It's crazy. Yeah, I'm letting go of so many things and circumstances and scenarios that we have allowed to play out to how am I saying this? I'm rewind, Alicia. I'm letting go of the stories we've been told that we have to do certain things. We must purchase shit for Christmas. We must do this. We must do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I am slowly removing myself from all that. Because one, it creates a lot of anxiety, right? We have to do all this cooking for our holidays. We have to be around people that drive us completely mad. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like I've actually, when it comes to that, like toxic family situations, I've pretty much removed myself from that a long time ago. I realized a few years ago that, you know what, regardless of these people being my family or not, I need peace. Peace of mind is worth so much more than trying to keep up with some type of family traditions or whatever, or to not be excluded from family because you've decided that you're not dealing with the shits. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm tired of America. I'm tired of this nonsense. And honestly, it's just white supremacy and patriarchy and colonialism and all the isms that just keep us down. I'm done with them. I'm done. And my thing is, I'm at this moment, like things could change, but that's how life is. But today, this is how I'm feeling. And I'm just like, until this administration and folks, even listen, it's not so much Trump's administration. Well, obviously it's Trump's administration. Let's keep it that way. It's definitely his administration, but also these Democrats and these other folks in leadership that are pretending like they give a shit. You know what I'm saying? Until all these people are wiped out of this system, and actually this system just be completely eradicated, I have nothing for it. You know what I'm saying? Because what has this system really done for us? Like, think about it. We have been lied to. The gaslighting of how we have been a free country, and this, guys, no, no, like, no, it's not true. It's not true. It's either we're going to wake up and get these folks out of here, or we're going to continue with the nonsense. But like I said, I'm here in America. It is what it is. I can't, really, actually, I can't. I can do whatever I want. But right now, I'm not in a place to like up and leave America. And I really don't want to leave. I love this country. I love that. I love America. And at the same time, I don't like this system. Right? I love my country. I just don't like the systems that have been created to suppress and suppress the majority of people and then uplift a small percentage of folks. That's bullshit. That doesn't make sense. That's crazy town. That is crazy town. So until we really get some real change happening around here, I can't subscribe to any of these news sources. And every day you wake up with some other bullshit. Trump's done this, Hegseth's done that, Cash Patel's out here just meandering. He doesn't know what the hell's happening at all. Gnome, like the whole crew. And now all this shit with Epstein and the Clintons and whoever else pops up. Now they're talking about Diddy and Trump had a closer relationship than we thought. Who gives a shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, what about these victims? You know what I'm saying? What about the victims? What are you going to do for the victims? What are you going to do for the American people? You know what I'm saying? What is going to happen to the people that have been harmed in all these situations? Because I don't care about the drama. This is not Days of Our Lives or some soap opera that we sit down and watch at noon on CBS. Like, this is real fucking life. And I really wish people would wake up to that. It's like, what did Trump do today? I don't give a shit what that fool did today. I don't care. What is this country going to do for us? Who cares about the saga of Trump and the government and what's happening with Beyonce and because all this they're all connected. It's all a stage. It's all acting. Like, all this shit's acting. Like, we need to get to the crux of the bullshit. We are tired of the game. Flip the board and let's start all over again. I don't know how we're going to do that. Listen, I don't have all the answers. Trust me, I don't. This is Leesh and Car confessions. Like, let's be serious. But I'm tired of the game. I'm tired of playing the game. I'm tired. Like, even down to me getting this new job, I'm grateful to get a new job. I start something new and maintain my enhance my skills as a nurse practitioner, obviously. But like, I'm just tired of this system. I'm tired of all of the chicanery. Yeah, that's it. That's all. That is it. That's all. I'm on one today, as they say. But yeah, I don't know where you stand in your situation, but I know for me, I at this point, this is just dumb. It's just every day you wake up with some fuckery. And at one point, yes, was I subscribing to? Yes, I'll be the first to say it. But now I'm just like, okay, enough. Like, this is my moment where I'm like, like, what are we doing, guys? What are we doing? Like, are we gonna live together in peace or not? And if not, don't sit around and pretend like you are some peace loving person. You go to church and la la la, you're a Christian or whatever religion you are. And meanwhile, you're wreaking havoc every time you get a chance. Spare me. Like, seriously. Because what would Jesus do? None of this shit that's happening in America, I can tell you that right now. Absolutely not. So, yeah, that's Leisha's rant for the day. Like I said, friends, I will be back in January, in the new year. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the new things that will happen with the E to Me podcast and Car Confessions. Yeah, I'm just really happy to continue on with my podcast and just share my thoughts and feelings and have other guests on this podcast. It's been a blessing. And I hope to continue to be a blessing, not just to myself, but to my listeners, to y'all. I love y'all. And thank you for continuing to listen to the podcast, share the podcast with folks, please subscribe, all the things. They help so much with visibility of this podcast. All right, guys, heading in the house. I'm at home, as you can tell. I've been parked for a minute, or if you're not watching YouTube, you don't know that. But I'm parked. I'm ready to get in this house. It's cold. Y'all stay warm if you're in cold areas here in the world. If you're one of those that are taking care of folks, take care of yourself too. It's important we take care of ourselves and each other. Yeah. All right, guys. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Because I will be talking to y'all in the new year. Yeah, like I said, let's just keep on keeping on. I love y'all. And I'll see y'all January 2026 here. Love you. Bye.